Media Group.
Welcome to A Sandwich and Some Lovin', everybody. I'm Kelly Raspberry Evans with my husband and podcast co-host, Alan Evans.
Hey, trained in the house.
Who's been very, very busy today switching up the house's internet. And I'm kind of hopeful that eventually we'll be able to go back on our YouTube live recording soon if all goes according to plan.
Yeah, we got the IT department in to evaluate a new internet vendor, which is AT&T.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have Frontier. It's been okay, I guess.
Well, we used to record the podcast live on YouTube. Well, used to be started out on Facebook, but then we started having problems with pixelation and all that garbage. And then Alan moved it over to YouTube and everything was fine for the longest time. And then we just couldn't upload for anything to go live. We feel horrible about it. I was just literally talking to someone about it this week.
Well, our IT department is somewhat subpar.
Well, it's you.
Well, I know. That's what I'm saying. So we're going to try AT&T.
Okay. Well, hopefully, if we can get it right, we'll maybe try to go Instagram Live.
Yeah. Well, YouTube.
Our YouTube Live again, excuse me?
Because right now we have...
record.
In the house, we have two internets because I'm not going to kill Frontier until I'm sure AT&T can... See, I called him the other day on another subject. It was a mobile phone subject. And they presented to me a bundled offer.
Oh, an opportunity to save.
Yes, it was a marketing offer that I took advantage of. So
Did it come with a free phone?
Well, no, but she just offered the friendly representative with AT&T. I had called because the bill was unusually high.
Oh, yeah.
And it turns out that's because Kelly Raspberry Evans had roaming turned on in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea.
Somebody should have told me to turn it off.
Right.
I didn't know.
So anyway.
I didn't know.
I didn't either. And that was costing us $35 per day
I'm really
per
sorry.
phone.
I'm really sorry.
So then I called AT&T like basically WTF. And they're like, well, we can see that y'all had roaming turned on in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea for about 10 days. And I'm like, whoa. Yeah.
And there's nothing they could do, the dummy tax.
Nothing they could do, but she did say, but have I got a deal for you?
Okay.
I can lower your regular bill about $150.
Well, that'll look.
I'm like, so you're just offering me $150 savings just for doing nothing? And she's like, yeah.
Happy ending here.
Yeah. She said, you're on an old plan.
You would have never known about if we hadn't had those roaming charges.
Well, yeah, but it'll take us like 6 months to recover that.
But still, then after that, it's gravy.
Right. But anyway, yeah, new cell phone plan. And she said, and you can do Internet Air, AT&T Internet Air for $45 a month. She said, what are you paying? I said, well, I think we pay about $90 with Frontier.
Ugh.
She's like, well, try it. There's no contract. I'm like, okay. So, yeah.
Yeah, every day in my cul-de-sac group chat, not every day, but more often than not, is anybody else's internet stopped working? Is anybody else's cable gone out? And we're like, no, we're fine. What have you got? Frontier? We'll see. We're not, look, hashtag not an ad.
Not an ad. No.
Hashtag we just talking.
No,
hashtag we just talking to be talking. How about that?
Hey, but hashtag kind of an ad. Well, it's not an ad, but can I share an experience?
Sure.
Okay. So we needed refills on Larry and Zoe's heartworm medication.
Yes.
Okay.
It ain't cheap.
No, it's not cheap, but I usually go through Chewy.com, and I just say I need heartworm medication for Larry and Zoe. And then they send a message over to, because it's a prescription. So they send a message over to the vet, and the vet approves. Or denies, and then I get my heartworm, or the dogs get their heartworm medication. Okay, so we ran out of heartworm medication. I go through this process, and it gets denied. So Kelly calls the vet. The vet says, "You need to bring him in. We need to see him."
And a full workup.
Oh, and I got real wound up about that. I'm like, well, why in the hell do they need to see the dogs? All I need is a refill.
A preventative.
that they've taken their entire lives.
Or is it preventive?
Yeah, whatever. But why do I gotta haul?
Preventative.
Why do I gotta haul both these bozos into the vet and spend another $350?
You can't walk out of there without paying
No,
that.
absolutely not.
How does it all miraculously end up approximately $300 every time?
So I say to myself, after grousing about
You did
this,
grouse.
and bloviating about this,
And then more talks of taking Larry for long walks.
right, and harumphing about this, I say to myself, there has got to be a way to do this online. You can get prescription medicine for humans online.
Televisits.
Yeah, how come you can't get it for dogs? So I just fire up the Google machine.
You love making that sound effect. You think you're really good at that, don't you?
What, the typing?
Yeah, you do it a lot.
And I type in television.
You are good at it because.
Thank you. It's not as easy as you think, is it? So I type in televisits for dogs for heartworm medication. And the first result that pops up is a company called Dutch.com. Like,
Must be named after their dog, Dutch.
I don't know. But I do a little clicking around. To make a long story short, too late. Basically, you pay Dutch.com a yearly fee. With that yearly fee that we signed up for, it's less than $100. Okay, less than $100 a year.
Per dog or for both dogs?
No, the plan we're on covers 5 dogs.
Whoa.
We have 2 dogs, so we're fine. For $100 a year, all you do is when you need something, and it's maybe something minor, like you need a refill, or your dog is a little itchy, or maybe has an upset tummy.
Ear infection.
Little red ear.
Larry gets ear infections all the time.
You make an online appointment with a vet. It's a 10-minute appointment. It's a Zoom call. And the only requirement is you have the dog there with you on the Zoom call, holding the dog so the vet can see the dog.
So what happens in the case they need a stool sample?
Well, I don't know. For more complicated things like that, I'm assuming you may have to go see your regular vet. I'm just saying.
Just for basic needs.
Basic needs, quick. I don't want to rick around with the vet. I just wanted to get a refill on a heartworm medicine. So that's what I did. I scheduled a back-to-back, one with Larry, one with Zoe. We did them the other night. Friendly vet. I forgot the vet's name, but she was very, very pleasant, very nice. And I told her what was going on. She goes, no problem. I'll put them in your cart. I'm like, well, I've always shopped with Chewy. You going to price match? She said, absolutely. We price match Chewy. I'm like,
Done.
Sold. Done. 10 minutes. Done. Hashtag not an ad.
Not an ad, but kind of an ad. We're not getting paid for.
No, we're not getting paid for it.
Not paid for.
But if you need the link I'll be glad to send you the link for it because I get a little kickback.
Well, that's full transparency.
So kind of an ad, but
so it is full transparency.
Well, if I sent you the link and you went from that link.
Yeah, it's like if I, on my Amazon store,
right,
my wink wink Amazon store, which I've made a grand total of about $3 off of, just because it's easier when somebody's trying to find something. Let me just send you the link.
Yeah. So anyway, Dutch.com, so far so good. It's, it's easy to use. It was quick. We got the medicine we need. Now she did say, you probably once a year should have a heartworm test on your dogs and you can take them to the vet. Sounds like you're not super pleased with your vet, but she said some humane shelters will do heartworm tests and they could be less expensive.
Yeah, because you can go, like, I remember when the last dog I got from a friend from a litter, I had to have spayed or neutered. I had him neutered because now when we get rescue dogs, they always come neutered or spayed. But I remember being told that they would also do that at the local Humane Society for a reduced fee.
Yeah.
So you can that's another option for people who don't want to go pay an exorbitant vet price.
Yeah. So anyway, we got the medicines. They're coming Thursday.
So that was a helpful tip from Alan. Another wonderful recommendation we can make if you're looking for something to watch, maybe as a couple, and as long as I don't even think you have to be really big football fans to enjoy it, but it was the Cowboys documentary, The Gambler and
America's Team, The Gambler and His Boys.
I think is the
Jerry
name of
Jones
and the Cowboys 90s legacy on Netflix. We binged all 8 episodes in 2 days.
Tell you what.
I cried at the end. I shed some tears.
I tell you what, it is an up and down roller coaster okay, like Kelly said, don't even have to be a football fan. But if you are a football fan, if you're a Cowboys fan,
it's must watch.
Must watch.
There's so much stuff we learned that we had no idea.
I thought I knew just about everything.
There's so many inside stories and interviews with former players. I'm surprised that a lot of players weren't focused on. They did have a lot more, like Daryl Johnston wasn't. They kind of mentioned him a couple times, but he wasn't featured. I was surprised because he was a big part of that 90s team and that legacy too. But
it pretty much focused around, Jerry.
The triplets.
Jerry, the triplets, so Troy, Michael, and Emmett.
Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy. And then there was the other players sprinkled in. I mean, there was Charles Haley, James Washington.
Story, yeah.
Tony Romo a little bit
at the end, and that because it's mostly focused on the 90s Cowboys, and then bringing in Barry Switzer, we learned from that. So much we learned, and it was just really, it was shot so beautifully. The company that did it, they made it almost like a Western, and some of the camera angles, and we were watching it tonight, and one of our very best customers, Linda Wynn, who would, if you go way back to the early days of our podcast, she wrote us a letter and said she wanted to make us pho.
Yeah.
And we went all the way to her house and did a podcast from there, and she made us pho.
We sure did.
Anyway, she texted me in the middle of watching it and said, I could look at Troy Aikman all day because he's so dreamy. She shares our love for Troy, honey.
My pal.
You are going to love Legacy Box. You know, becoming a parent changes how you look at memories. While we're savoring and saving every moment with our kids, suddenly you start to realize a lot of important memories from our childhood. They're trapped on VHS tapes, camcorder tapes, photo albums, crammed into boxes labeled "Do Not Throw Away" and shoved into an attic. Those are at risk of being destroyed by heat, moisture, disaster, time. And once they're gone, they're gone. That's why you need Legacy Box now. They are the world's largest digitizer of home movies and photos. And the process is so simple. They send you a Legacy Box and you fill it up with old VHS tapes, pictures, film reels, slides, DVDs, whatever you've got. Their team in Tennessee carefully digitizes it all by hand. They send you back the originals plus digital files on the cloud or a thumb drive. Ordering a Legacy Box is one of the best things I've done for my family, because now instead of just telling my kids about that crazy vacation I took to the mountains when I was a kid, I get to show them and relive it with them. And right now, during Legacy Box's Father's Day sale, you can save big while preserving your family's history. Visit legacybox.com/sandwich to get started today. That's legacybox.com/sandwich. It's the little things that make a big difference in how I feel. Now, for me right now, it's about stretching. I didn't realize how stiff I was until I started doing it. I love when I can stretch a little further than before. It makes me feel refreshed when I'm done. And you know, a little makeup refresh can make all the difference too with Thrive Cosmetics, my go-to clean makeup routine year-round. Now, of course, their Brilliant Eye Brightener and Stella Champagne is always in my makeup bag. Actually, I need to reorder more. I'm almost out. But it comes in 32 shades, and the Shenna Mint Green Shimmer looks really fun for summer. Their Empower Matte Precision Lipstick Crayon, it's really amazing. It gives you a beautiful color that lasts without feeling dry. They have 18 buildable shades, and I love the Dusty Rose Kaiza color. I think that's how you pronounce it. But the best part, for every product you buy, Thrive donates products and funds to help communities thrive. So far, they've given over $150 million in products and cash to over 600 giving partners. This is beauty with purpose. Amplify your summer look with Thrive Cosmetics. Go to thrivecosmetics.com/sandwich for an exclusive 20% off your first order. That's Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSEMETICS.com/sandwich. You can't scroll your phone for more than 30 seconds without seeing somebody talking about GLP-1s. Maybe you've been close to trying them, but you're not a needle person, or maybe you're looking for a natural alternative. Well, let me introduce you to our podcast sponsor, Veracity. Their Metabolism Ignite, it's a natural plant-based GLP-1 alternative that is doctor recommended and clinically proven to help reduce hunger. Just 2 capsules with breakfast every morning. It's all you need. And one of the first things I noticed was I wasn't thinking about food all day, that food noise you always are constantly battling. Metabolism Ignite
has no allergens, no caffeine, no negative side effects, and we love that. It's shown to reduce hunger by 85% and clinically proven to help lose an average of 9 pounds in 90 days. We really love that. Look, this stuff is sold out 10 times for a reason. So before it sells out again, make the switch to GLP-1s the natural way. Head to veracityhealth.co and use sandwich for up to 65% off your order. Once again, that's VERACITY health.co for up to 65% off. Make sure you use our promo code sandwich so they know we sent you.
Yeah, and just hearing those guys talk, really all of them, all of the players.
Oh my gosh, Michael Irvin is so funny, and Emmitt Smith was charming. Deion Sanders, hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was just really great to see.
But you can see why
personalities.
You can see why Michael was the heart of that team, right?
Yeah,
he's just so passionate and charismatic,
but they didn't shy away from the scandals. They went into,
it wasn't
not
all great.
The scandals, but they did go into his controversy with some bad white powder and some strippers.
That was
so they did go through that. But you know what? I was like, he said that his wife told him during that time, God told me I'm your wife. I'm paraphrasing, but God told me I'm your wife, but you've got to go make it right with God. And he said he never felt worse than he did in that moment. And this was in the early 90s, mid 90s. And I said, I wonder if they're still married. And I went and looked. They are still married. They've been married since 1990, and she stuck with him. And here they are. So
well, you know how, and I will do this more because we're getting into fall, but you know how I get on here and I harumph about the Cowboys.
Yeah, you do.
And
now you have a newfound love again after this documentary.
Well, I mean, as a reminder, they haven't won a championship. They haven't been to an NFC championship since 1995. Okay, so we're talking over 30 years. A lot of people know this. I've gone on and on about this. Okay.
Yes.
But, watching the documentary and listening to Jerry, and I'm not the biggest Jerry fan, and I'm not here to defend Jerry.
But he was very charming in this documentary.
He was very good, and he's fun to listen to, and he's very interesting, and I can see why he's been as successful as he has been. I kind of get it. But, and Tony Romo said something just real quick in his interview. He said, for people to say this is all Jerry's fault, everything that's happened in the last 30 years, for us to have never been to a championship, he's like, I disagree with that, because in 2014 we had a team that could have gone to the Super Bowl and won. That wasn't Jerry's fault at the end of the game where Dez caught the ball and they called it a non-catch at the Green Bay game. It wasn't Jerry's fault that they blew up in 2023 against the Packers at home. That wasn't Jerry's fault. They've had a lot of opportunities to do it, and they just haven't done it. They just haven't been able to do it. Yeah. And just hearing Jerry at the end say, my grandkids have never seen us go to a Super Bowl. And I'm thinking,
yeah,
they may not, Jerry.
They were like, his wife, I think, was saying the grandkids hear everybody boo him.
Everybody boo his grandpa. Yeah.
Yeah. And it'd be nice to have them see something positive.
Yeah.
But it was really interesting. They talked about the rift between Jimmy Johnson and Jerry Jones and how they finally made amends decades later with the Ring of Honor. But it was really interesting. They dived into Troy Aikman's
spoiler alert on all this?
Well, I don't think so. This is all history.
Yeah.
It's history. They're just showing you behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
Troy Aikman's very tense relationship with Barry Switzer, who came in after Jimmy Johnson was fired. And it was interesting because, Troy and Barry didn't agree when it came to coaching styles and things like that. Mm-hmm. But then to hear all the other players talk about their love for Barry.
Yeah.
So it was really interesting. It's just different perspectives. The way, you could blame Barry Switzer for, all the debauchery of the Cowboys in the 90s. But then they're saying, no, that's not really true either. Barry Switzer coached, like, you're grown men, you're professional athletes. You got here for a reason. You know what to do. So go do it. Where Jimmy Johnson was more strict.
Yeah.
He didn't hold the men accountable. He made them be only accountable to themselves. I don't know if that's the right way of saying it. It's just really interesting.
It's different styles for sure.
I enjoyed it. I kind of started fading out. I mean, when you binge watch 8 episodes, I kind of started losing just a tad bit of interest.
Oh, I loved it.
Especially because there was a huge in my sister circle text group, a huge confusion over whose birthday it was today. because our friend Susan wished our friend Laura, whose son Grayson, these are all podcast listeners, she wished it's Laura's son Grayson's 3rd birthday today.
Okay.
And so Susan wished Laura and Grayson a happy birthday today because it's also the day that Laura gave birth, making it her birthday.
Oh, so this blew everyone's mind?
So then suddenly everybody's wishing Laura a happy birthday, who then has to remind everybody it's not her birthday. It was a lot of confusion. So then anyway, it was just kind of ding. Did you hear my phone going off constantly? Ding, ding.
No, I was pretty
ding.
locked in. That documentary had me
That's
locked
what that
in.
was about, honey. And I'm glad it didn't disturb you.
Well, 5 stars. Go watch it if you're a Cowboys fan. You'll learn a lot. It's an up and down roller coaster. Fun, happy, sad.
I thought it was really good.
But
really good. And the
but a
people that
happy
did it
ending.
were the people that shot it. It was just the way they shot it, the camera work. It was really beautiful.
It really was.
It really was. All right. So I was looking for stuff we could talk about. And I found just this meme today, which I thought was really interesting. Almost 50% of men between the ages of 18 and 25 have never asked a woman out in person. Now, of course, a lot of that's because of online dating preferences. They just, do it online. You asked me out online. It wasn't in person. Mm-hmm. But a lot of it has to do with fear of rejection and also concerns about public shaming for appearing creepy. And I think women have ruined this for men because when you're out in your girl group and a man finally has the nerve to come up, go away, creep. You see that stuff all the time. Mm-hmm. But then they said a high percentage of women in the same age group want to be approached by men in public. So it's kind of a no-win situation. But the average man has, I guess, over the course of their lifetime, has approximately 6 to 7 girlfriends in the course of his lifetime. That's according to all the surveys and studies combined together by AI. But however, the number can vary significantly based on individual preferences, cultural background, personal experiences. Some may have a lot more. Some even have way less. 6 to 7. What was your number?
Define girlfriend.
I would think more than just a one-off date, girls that you had like a relationship with and dated.
So just the fact that there were sexual relations.
No, I didn't say you had to have sex.
Doesn't mean that that's a girlfriend.
No, I didn't say how many sexual partners have you had. I said how many girlfriends have you had.
Well, gosh, let me think back here.
And then we can get to the sexual partners. I've never asked Alan that. Can you count and do that at the same time?
Okay, hold on. Man, this is so random. I'm having to go back 40 years now.
Do you have a girlfriend in school?
Yeah.
High school?
Okay. Yeah. So, okay.
Okay.
One, two, couple in college, 2, 3, 4. I'd say it was. If you're talking about a serious relationship, I'd say it's way less than 7. I'm around 3 or 4.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I did not date until after high school. My first boyfriend was when I was like 19 or something. So
yeah.
1, 2. I'm trying to think of the serious ones. 3, 4, 5. I'd say probably 6.
Good Lord.
I've had about 6 or 7. You'd be 7.
Like, serious?
But I had like relationships when we dated and considered each other boyfriend, girlfriend. I think that's about right. So I think we're about average.
Yeah.
According to the American Psychological Association, they know these things. There are subtle signs that a man loves you from the depths of his soul. I want to see if you think you love me from the depths of your soul.
I hope I'm on this list.
He loves you just the way you are.
Yeah. Do I go around telling you how you should change yourself?
A lot of men would.
What did you say? A lot of men
would
Oh,
say,
okay.
So.
Well, do I do that?
No comment.
Oh, come on. Don't do that to the listener. That's not true.
He doesn't keep any secrets. See, how would I know if you're keeping a secret or not?
I think I keep any secrets.
How would I know if it's a secret?
Well, yeah.
He doesn't hesitate to share financial matters.
Oh, I do that about every day.
And he says, we need to cut back. Stop eating out so much.
Let me show you this.
He knows what you like.
Yeah.
What do I like?
Comfort, flavor. You like to be comfortable.
Who doesn't? What do I like?
I just told you.
Tell me a list of things that I like.
Well, you like good food. You like shopping.
I don't like shopping
you
that
do.
much.
You like running errands.
I
You
love
like
running errands.
Right. That's what I meant.
That's different than shopping.
It's the same thing, running around places. You like it when I go to the grocery store with you. You like it when I do stuff for you without asking.
What do I like?
You like it when I take out the trash and you don't have to do it.
All right, but what do I like?
I
What
just
do I
told
like?
you.
But what else do I like? What do I like? Do you know my favorite candy bar? Do you know, like, what do I like? What's my favorite thing in the world that I like to do around the house? I like blizzards. Wow.
Clean.
We don't like each other or know each other as well.
You like
as
to
I
clean. Like to putter.
I do. I like putter. I like storage and organization.
Yes.
All right.
Wait, what? I don't understand. So was this a test? What
This is how I know if you love me from the depths of your soul.
Oh, okay.
And you know your man loves you if he comes to you for advice. When's the last time you asked me for advice?
I just had something the other day I asked you. I forget what we were talking about, but I remember I did ask you.
Okay. I'll take that.
Well,
I
that's not a
accept
great
that.
answer because I'm not giving you the
We
answer.
can't remember
but
specifics, but I think you do ask me from time to time. And then I found this one on Instagram, and this is really putting you on the spot. But it says it's funny questions to ask your husband to make him laugh and squirm a little. I don't know if you're going to laugh and squirm at these, but I didn't want to ask you ahead of time because I didn't want you to think about it to see if you would laugh and squirm a little.
Okay.
Number one, if you lose me in a supermarket, that's also called a grocery store, which you rarely go to with me. So this is going to be really hard for you. Where's the first place you'd look for me? If you lost me in a grocery store.
Milk.
The milk department?
Produce.
It's two different departments, honey.
You weave around everywhere. I don't know that you'd be. I know where you'd be. I know where you'd be. You'd be in the drinks aisle. Because we drink a god-awful amount of soft drinks, bottled water, Crystal Light, juice, Capri Suns.
There you go.
Lots of liquid.
That's great.
Lots
soft
of liquid.
Drinks. I love it because when they have like the big sales on the soft drinks, I'll just load up for months. If we switched lives for a day, what thing would you struggle with the most? If you switched places with me, what would you struggle with the most?
Getting up at 4 a.m., driving into those bozos you work with.
If I asked you to make a 3-course meal, what would you serve me? Why is this making you laugh and giggle and squirm? I don't get it. But
not making me do any of those. But let's see. A 3-course meal? I'm trying to think of what you really like that I've made before. I mean, I made you steak and lobster, but you don't like lobster, and you like your steaks.
I like lobster.
And you like your steaks burned up.
Remember when we did Red Mountain and you make that steak stuff with onions and peppers for me, and you would you'd make those meals for me. You'd chop it up like really like steak bites.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
Peppers and onions.
Gosh, babe.
Well, the last time you made a 3-course meal.
This is making me feel bad because I haven't done this in so long.
The last time you did a 3-course meal for me, Tommy Jean was here.
Tommy Jean.
Remember what you made?
I don't.
You grilled steaks outside.
Okay. What else?
We had potatoes.
Potatoes?
Yeah.
Just like a baked potato?
I think we did baked potatoes because we were doing some ad or something.
Oh, yeah.
And a vegetable. A starch, a protein, and a vegetable. Let's just go with that.
Okay.
What's my most unnecessary item that I treat like it's gold? That's completely unnecessary. But I treat it like it's precious.
Well, that's hard because you're really practical. Like you don't keep a lot of stuff around unless you need it, really.
Yeah.
That's not a good question for you because, I mean, I'm trying to think of anything that you have that I'm like, you don't really need that. That goofy hat you had there for a while, but you finally got rid of it.
I know because y'all made so much fun of it.
Yeah.
It was so mean.
Well, you didn't need that.
I liked it. What's the one thing I do that terrifies you, but you'll never admit it out loud? Why does this make you giggle or squirm? I don't get it. Whoever made this Instagram post is terrible.
You do that
yeah. Do I do anything that terrifies you, but you'd never admit it out loud? But now you're admitting it out loud. Do I do anything that terrifies you?
Not really terrifies me. I'm not.
What's the one thing I do that irritates you? You've never said out loud.
Well, no. Let me answer. You don't drive much. Like I usually drive whenever we go places together. But just yesterday, me and Kelly made a DQ run. We went to DQ country, and I ordered a Blizzard to go. We went inside to eat, then I ordered a Blizzard to go. So I didn't want to like eat it and drive. So Kelly said, "I'll drive home." Sometimes the moves you make in the car cause me a little concern. Like I was doing the
it's also,
like I thought you were gonna hit a curb or scrape the wheels.
In my defense, I'm used to driving my larger SUV, and you have a little electric car, which drives very differently. And when I haven't driven it for months, it takes a minute to get used to it again.
A couple of things. It's not a little electric car.
It's
a Tesla.
It's a little one, littler than my car.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't have a deal with we make leasing easy with D&M.
Haha. A Reddit post asked, "What's a little kid thing that you refuse to stop doing?" For instance,
Who, me?
Yeah, what's a little kid thing that you refuse to stop doing? Some of the responses on Reddit include playing with Legos, dressing up for Halloween.
Playing with Lego.
It is Lego. That's right. Playing with Lego, dressing up for Halloween, watching cartoons, putting rainbow sprinkles on ice cream, coloring, eating boxed macaroni and cheese. One person said they slide down the stairs every morning on their butt because it makes them laugh and puts them in a good mood. Do you do any little kid stuff that you still do from childhood?
Yeah, I mean, lots of fake tooting, especially when the boys are around.
Oh my gosh.
It's a big player.
That is a big player with you and the boys. Speaking of that, your Tesla.
Yeah, doing a lot of that. That's probably
they
the
can
one
make
thing.
the blinker do that.
Yeah.
Every time that blinks, it makes different toot noises.
It goes. Kind of like that.
Sort of like that. Anyway,
I would say that's it. Making a lot of toot noises, or actually doing toot noises, like for real ones.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to look and see if there's anything else interesting. I was just gathering like little fun stuff.
Interesting stuff.
Who knew? Let's see. A happiness researcher says money can actually buy happiness if you spend it on the right purchases. Jessica Weiss shares things you should not feel guilty about buying as they can make you happier in the long term. And they include
Let's hear them.
Going to live concerts, especially if you sing out loud, because actually, you're spending money on an experience, right?
I love live concerts.
Time-saving purchases such as meal delivery or house cleaning. Let me tell you, there is nothing like, if you can afford it and spend the money on it, having somebody come to your house maybe once a month, once every 2 weeks, to walk into a house that is completely cleaned. That is so nice.
It's pretty nice.
That's such a nice feeling. That's happiness.
I don't like the food delivery.
Well,
it turns an already expensive meal into one that I almost feel guilty eating.
I think it's talking about when you have the prepped meals delivered instead of ordering off of, Uber Eats. I think it's talking about that.
Oh, okay.
Like when it already comes pre-prepared, the meal delivery service.
True
I think
Green or whatever.
Yeah, like Factor meals and stuff like that. I think that no, not right now. Being generous to others gives us a helper's high.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And small joys. A $4 coffee twice a week can bring more joy than a guilt-ridden $400 splurge. So treat yourself to a $4 coffee instead of a $400 pair of shoes or a purse that you're going to feel bad every time you carry it.
I would agree with that too.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know about you, babe, but there was a time when I was way more into like fashion. Not that I'm not trying to say I'm a big slob now.
No, you've kind of given up a little bit.
Well, that's not where I was going, but I was more.
I thought we were on the same page.
Well, I was just trying to ham and egg your content here.
Oh.
But basically what I was going to say before I was clapped back at was that there was a time when I really enjoyed going to Nordstrom and shopping and buying, nice clothes and
dress
shoes
shirts.
and just like nice clothes.
You used to really buy some nice shoes. You have a lot. You still have a lot left over that you don't wear.
Ton of shoes.
Well, you worked a corporate job.
Yeah, and when you're self-employed, you kind of just wear what you want to wear.
You just wear Harley Davidson t-shirts.
You wear a lot,
hey.
and Can-Am t-shirts.
And Can-Am.
Yes, but
and it could be, you were doing the Ed Hardy for a while.
I still have them.
You still, not all of them. You've gotten rid of some of them. But your wardrobe consists right now of T-shirts and shorts.
Mm-hmm. And I guess the reason I go down that road is there was a time where those nice clothes made me happy. I'm like, oh yeah, man, I got some nice clothes. Feeling good. I'm feeling right. Now I don't give two shits about it.
Because you're not going out into the world to see anybody.
Well, that's not true.
I mean, you don't have a reason to get dressed up.
Right. Not as often, but when I do.
I feel better when I put a little effort into what I wear. I was wearing a dress the other day and somebody said something. I was like, you know what? It's easier to put on a dress than it is to wear pants that button and zip and a blouse you have to button and a blazer. I'm like, just putting on a dress makes you look like you put in so much effort, and you didn't. It's literally the least amount of effort, these little pull-on dresses. And everybody always thinks you're, put together. That's why the majority of my clothes are dresses now. It's just easier.
I don't think I've ever talked about it on this podcast before, but one day I was walking past the windows going upstairs and I noticed this greasy cooking smell. You know what I mean? It turns out it was our blinds. Something about the sun was breaking them down over the years. And who knows how long they were there before we bought our house. We needed new blinds bad, and that's what led me to 3-Day Blinds. I absolutely loved how easy they made the whole process. They send a professionally trained design consultant to your home. It's a free, no obligation, same-day quote. And they've got thousands of options to fit any budget and style. It's not just blinds. They've got shades, shutters, drapery too. 3-Day Blinds even has those motorized smart blinds that work with Alexa. Those are so cool. They take all the measurements. They handle the installation too. And it's perfect because I'm not handy. And what a difference it's made. This is an upgrade that makes your whole house feel refreshed and polished without having to do a big renovation. Right now, get quality window treatments that fit your budget with 3-Day Blinds. Head to 3dayblinds.com/sandwich for their buy one, get one 50% off deal on custom blinds, shades, and drapery. For a free, no charge, no obligation consultation, just head to dayblinds.com/sandwich. One last time, that's buy one, get one 50% off when you head to the 3dayblinds.com/sandwich. I think everybody's had that moment where they say, I should start my own business. Now, maybe you've got an amazing hot sauce recipe, or you've gotten really great at making candles or jewelry, and all your friends keep telling you you should sell that stuff. Well, what's stopping you? If you've been sitting on a business idea, Shopify makes it easy to make it happen. Everything you need to start selling is included and ready from day one. When your first customer is ready to buy, Shopify Checkout helps more people actually complete the purchase. And when they come back, their information's already saved. So checkout is quick and easy. One tap and they're done. Shopify handles all the technical stuff too, the setup and checkout, so you can spend your time growing your business and doing what you actually love. It's no wonder Shopify powers millions of businesses around the world, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to small businesses just getting started like yours. With Shopify, nothing stands between your idea and a real business, so go make it one. Start your free trial at shopify.com/sandwich. That's shopify.com/sandwich. One more time, shopify.com/sandwich. Now that I've reached a certain age, I realize how much my sleep affects me and everybody around me. It affects my energy, my mood, my patience. And I've also learned that I don't need to waste a lot on fancy sleep gadgets, because one of the best things I've done is upgrade to Boll and Branch sheets. I noticed the difference from night one. They are incredibly soft, so breathable. It's because Boll and Branch's sheets are made with 100% organic cotton that's woven specifically for airflow. Now I don't wake up feeling hot with sheets sticking to my legs anymore. My sheets keep me cool and comfortable all night long. And they've actually gotten softer with every wash. They even did a survey of their customers. 94% of them said the same thing. I love my Boll and Branch sheets, and honestly, I can't imagine ever going back to any other bedding. Sleep cooler this summer with Boll and Branch during their annual summer event. For a limited time, get 20% off site-wide at bollandbranch.com/sandwich with code SANDWICH. That's Boll and Branch, BOLLAND, branch.com/sandwich. Code SANDWICH to take 20% off. bollandbranch.com/sandwich, code SANDWICH. Exclusions apply.
Yeah, I guess my point was I just used to think that was more important, and now
you don't.
Don't think it's as important. Yeah, I don't find joy in it anymore.
Well, maybe you'll find joy in this. Little things can mean a lot. Sometimes it's the little victories, those mic drop moments that make your day. A new survey found just what those little wins are, and they include making someone laugh. That is my favorite thing to do. When I make somebody laugh, that brings me so much joy. Getting multiple green lights in a row. When you hit all the green lights,
it's a good feeling.
That's such a win.
It's a really good feeling.
Finding a typo before you press send. Or I'll go one better. Realizing you're about to send a text to the wrong person. I have gotten busted copying and pasting and sending it to you and accidentally sending it to somebody else. I'm like, oh crap. Finding that before you send it, that's a huge win.
Huge.
Getting a great spot in a crowded parking lot when one just comes open on the front row. Getting an unexpected discount when you check out. Let me tell you.
That's a good feeling.
That's a good feeling.
It's almost like they're giving you money.
Because it's like, oh, that's on sale for 20% off today. I'll never, ever match what happened. I don't know if I'll ever experience it again, but I was at Nordstrom Rack a few winters ago, and there was it was like a designer sweater, like Donna Karan or something. It was something, I can't remember, but I know it's something I'm like, man, I'll probably never own a piece of this designer's clothing. But it was a leopard print sweater. It was still just a tad pricey, even though, at Nordstrom Rack it's on sale. I think maybe it was like $60. And I was just like, I don't really need it, but it's really pretty and it's on a really big discount. It was hundreds of dollars and now it's only $60. Will I really get enough wear out of it? But and I was like, oh, I'm just going to get it. I'm going to enjoy it. I went up to the front counter. It was 1 penny.
That's a deal.
It was 1 penny.
That's a deal.
Apparently, there is a Instagram. I talked about this before. Y'all might have forgotten on a previous podcast.
No, I remember you telling us about it.
Apparently, I haven't looked it up in a while. I just thought of it when I read that. There is like a hashtag. It's like penny deals, or there's an Instagram or something where you can go find these penny deals at Nordstrom Rack. And I don't know what happens, whether it's like when they're in the process of changing out prices or something, and there's a glitch, and it does the barcode things, and it makes it a penny. And you don't know it until you get to the register.
That's awesome.
And they have to honor it.
Yeah.
Because it rings up as a penny.
It's kind of like that lady just with AT&T just offering me $150 back per month.
That was a big win, really, ultimately. And also doing a perfect parallel parking job. Those have gotten a lot easier now that we've got backup cameras. I'm just thinking how much easier life is for our kids now taking their driver's tests. They got backup cameras.
Boy, I executed a great one the other day. I think Dylan was with me. And I was like, we were somewhere. I don't know why I had to parallel park, but I was like, watch this. And I did the bit where I pull up in front of the space, get my back end in there, stop, rotate the wheel around, and then I just gave it a little more, and then the front end just fell right into place.
Sweet.
I was about 2 inches from the curb.
Sweet.
Perfect.
Life's about the little wins.
I was like, watch this. He was like, wow, Dad, that's pretty good. I'm like, yeah. Parallel parking's an art, son. Someday you will take the pebble from my hand.
Watch this.
Watch this.
Well, he'll be, he's coming up on his 13th birthday.
Dilster's going to be
about a month.
13.
Less than a month.
In September, yeah. Yeah. Cole's going to be 18 in May.
Well, that's a little further off.
But still.
I'll tell you what, I've been struggling a little bit with the Kellie being gone.
Yeah. Give us the latest with the EK. How are you feeling about all this?
It's fine. She, when I dropped her off, originally I wasn't sad at all because I knew I'd be seeing her the following weekend, but now I went back up there and saw her, but now I know I'm not going to see her maybe until her birthday weekend, which is parents' weekend, unless, it's a 4.5 hour drive there and back, which is doable, but I might not see her until October 17th, right? And so I've been having like some real bad, not real bad, but blues, the empty nest blues. And I'm just kicking myself because there's so many times that Kellie she loves just lying in her bed, reading. She read a lot. She reads a lot. She's not dead. She reads a lot. And she likes to binge watch shows. Right now, she's about on her fourth time binging Vampire Diaries. She loves that. During COVID, we started watching Gilmore Girls together, and then she lost interest, and I ended up having to finish it by myself. She didn't want to finish watching it with me. And now she's been watching The Summer I Turned Pretty, and she's been watching all of these things by herself, and it's like, I could kick myself now that I just didn't go up there, lie down in the bed with her, and watch it with her. And so what I've been doing is I've been binging The Summer I Turned Pretty by myself so I can catch up to her because the third and final season's right now. And so I'm trying to catch up to her by the end. So it's kind of interesting. She'll say, well, are you Team Conrad or Team Jeremiah? And apparently the only correct answer is Team Conrad. But I happen to be Team Jeremiah at this point. Somebody maybe will change my mind, but I'm not there yet. But anyway, it's just been like a missed opportunity. And now I'm like, will I ever get that back? I don't know. So I told her, I said, I'd really like it because she's not, I can't compare her to my friend's daughter who FaceTimes her 3 or 4 times a day. Like while she's getting ready to go out with a girlfriend, she's like, hey, Mom, I'm just doing my makeup, I'm just talking. Hey, we're going to go do this later. Just literally FaceTimes her every day. When if I'm lucky if I get Emma Kelly to heart one of my texts back, just acknowledge she saw it. So I've got to not compare her to that. But I told her to pick out a show that's maybe a streamer that's going to drop once a week. And, we can start watching that together.
Yeah.
And then maybe
break it down,
text about it a little bit. Just
discuss, compare and contrast.
And I'm kicking myself that I didn't do more of that. So let my example be a cautionary tale for you. If you've got a teenage daughter, just go lay down in her bed with her and watch those stupid shows you don't want to watch because you might actually like them. I'm really enjoying The Summer I Turned Pretty. You walked in on the middle of one yesterday and you were like, what is this? Why are they all whispering?
Okay,
why are they all talking so quiet? What is this?
Okay, well, hold on.
That was my impression of you.
Yeah. Well, in podcast listener, good, strong, dear, sweet, clean, you can't see Kelly, but she kind of shrunk her head back in her neck so she looked like Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah.
And she wrinkled her nose.
Oh, I look like Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah.
I got another Jabba the Hutt reference. Great.
And she wrinkled her nose and made a face.
Yeah, that was you.
Is that what I look like?
Yeah, it is. When you're criticizing what I'm watching.
I just came in and I'm like,
what is this?
Well, it was really dark.
They were on a golf course.
It was
at night.
It was almost black.
It was that was an interesting cinematic choice they made, I guess I'd say.
And everyone was talking.
Because it was night. And they were trying to sleep.
Everyone was talking like this. And I'm like,
on a golf course.
Why are they doing this?
Because they had nowhere to sleep. So they broke into the country club and they were all going to sleep outside under the stars.
It just didn't seem very engaging.
You haven't been watching.
Oh, okay.
I'm already in the middle of season 2.
I haven't experienced all the character development.
Anyway,
right?
so.
I recommend America's Team, The Gambler and His Boys.
Yeah, that was very good.
Oh.
Very, very good.
I might watch it again.
Well, you can probably watch it without me the next time.
No, yeah, I know.
I don't need to watch that with you again. But I would like to watch Happy Gilmore 2 with you. I wish we could watch it with Dylan too. Get his butt to sit down with us and watch a movie.
Dylan's seen it. He said he loves it.
I know, but he'll sit down and watch it with us again maybe.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things. I like doing things with you.
I heard it's not
just me and you here.
Well, I heard
when
it's
the boys
not
aren't here.
as good as the first one.
Well, whatever is. The
The
Godfather 2, I've always heard that. But I've only seen The Godfather 1, so I
Empire
can't
Strikes
say.
Back was probably every bit as good as Star Wars. Just saying.
Okay.
Just saying.
Debatable. Anyway, that's all I've got for now, honey. Thanks for playing along with me,
wow.
blindsiding you with all of these little questions and quizzes. I don't think it made you giggle or squirm.
No, I got a little
a
thrown off on what 3-course meal would I make you. I don't know why
Well, what
that
would you
threw me
make
for
for
such
me?
a loop because
If you were going to cook for me tonight, what would you make?
I only do a certain number of things.
Well, what would it be?
I grill.
Okay, grill me a steak.
I make my special chicken. I can do my mom's cabbage.
I love your mom's cabbage.
And that I can make a pot of rice.
Okay.
That's about it.
Well,
I mean, I
love
can do
your
a lot
mom's
of
cabbage.
I can grill the hell out of a bunch of stuff, but as far as like cooking, not too good.
Grilling is cooking.
Well, yeah.
I'm sorry that wrecked your
It
world.
just kind of wrecked my whole world.
All right, well.
Are we going to do another podcast before the NFL season's not going to start between the time we do another podcast?
No,
right?
we have
we have
couple
time.
more weeks.
We have time to make our predictions. We won't do that this podcast.
No, we
but
got a couple more
we
weeks.
need to make our predictions because I've already
Well-
received a few text messages from some of our friends and podcast listeners that have given me their Cowboys over and under wins.
Well, I'm not as optimistic this year as I have been in previous years. I'm just, I jump on that bandwagon every fall because I am, even though I just watched that documentary, it's very, very good. And I do love Troy Aikman. I'm going to hope the Cowboys do really well, but my side hustle team is the Bills.
The Bills.
I like Josh Allen a lot.
Yeah,
I
I
really
like
like
Josh
him.
Allen. He's great.
And he just married Haley Steinfeld. They're so cute.
He's a
He's a really nice guy.
He's
Very nice.
very good golfer.
Very
too.
handsome.
He can golf.
He's got a good personality.
Yeah.
I enjoy him in his commercials. I've got a little Chiefs fatigue, I think. I got some Chiefs fatigue.
Yeah, I mean, I love Patty Mahomes.
I do too. I think they're great.
That's about
Just
it
some
for
Chiefs
me.
fatigue.
That's about it for me on the Chiefs. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna go for the Bills. Cowboys number 1, but if they let me down, Bills.
Okay.
But we'll wait and do predictions later.
Part of the Bills Mafia. Yeah, we'll get more.
Am I?
Well, if you like the Bills, you're part of the Bills Mafia.
I don't know. Liking them passively makes me part of a mafia.
Yeah, you don't own any Bills stuff.
No, not a thing.
Well, maybe you get you a hat. Get you a Bills hat.
Maybe I will.
Bills. What is a bill?
A Buffalo Bill?
Yeah, what is a Buffalo Bill? What is a bill? Like, what is that? Exactly.
I don't know.
Think about it. What is a jet? The New York Jets. What is a jet?
Don't they just jet around? They're really fast.
Just jet around.
They jet around.
Like, what's a Met? The New York Mets.
The Metropolitan.
What's a Met?
The metropolitan area.
What's a Knick? The New York
Knickerbockers.
Knicks.
They're the Knickerbockers.
What's that got to do with basketball?
Because there was a mascot for the city, and he wore Knickerbocker pants, and he became the Knickerbocker became the mascot for the city, and they adopted that as their mascot for the team. I remember reading about that.
That's a little wheels off.
Yeah.
All right, babe. There's a little sports talk at the end of the podcast there for those of you who are interested or not.
I got to look up what are the Buffalo Bills. I don't have my phone with me, or I'd do it really quick.
Yeah, I don't know what a bill is. I know their cheerleading.
Man.
I know their cheerleaders are the Buffalo Jills. I do know that. How much cheerleading can you do in Buffalo? I guess the first couple of games when
All
it's
right,
warm.
the Buffalo Bills are named after Buffalo Bill Cody,
Oh.
a famous American frontiersman and showman. The name was chosen in a public contest for a previous Buffalo football team in the All-American Football Conference. When the current NFL team was established in 1960, they adopted the name to honor the previous team and its legacy.
There you go.
So they're named after Buffalo Bill Cody.
How about that? Had no idea. Lived 54 years, and I finally learned what the
There
Buffalo
you go. All you have to
Bills-
do is ask Google.
That's what I did when I was looking for a televisit for Larry for his
Hashtag not an ad.
his scaly self.
He's doing better. He is doing better.
Is he?
He is. He's doing so much better, Alan. He really is.
He had a drink of water today, and I thought he was gonna. It
I
was
know.
gonna happen right
He
there.
has some trachea issues.
I thought it was gonna happen right there.
He has trachea issues. I think that's common with that, whatever breed he has in him. Because my dog George had that, a collapsing trachea.
Oh boy, yeah. I forgot George.
Yeah, George had a bad one. George's was
Ah,
worse.
Amen. Yeah, he.
George's was way worse.
That poor dog. I remember I used to come over and dog sit. I forget where you were, but I'd come over
I
and
travel for work.
I understand, but I
don't know which city, but I would be gone for work.
Yeah. But I'd come over and sitting there on the couch with George, and he'd be like,
I know. I know. It was hard. It was hard.
I was thinking, golly, I hope this dog's gonna live by the time Kelly gets back, or I'm gonna have some serious blood on my hands.
Yeah, you better hope that George or Larry doesn't die while I'm not home. There'll be a lot of questions. You better hope
Why would there be a lot of questions?
You better hope I'm right here when he croaks.
I've saved that dog.
Once. I've saved
Twice.
him too. Okay, twice. I've saved him too. I'm just saying.
If it weren't for Walter,
I better be witness to that dog's passing.
If it weren't
or I
for-
will have an inquisition.
if it weren't for Walter A., that son of a bitch already be dead. Okay.
All
so
right.
I just want that on the record.
It's been recorded
Okay. All right.
for your sake.
You got anything
I
else?
hope it turns out your way. No, I'm good.
All right, babe. Well, I love you desperately.
I love you.
Love our listeners desperately.
We love y'all, and hopefully we'll be seeing you on YouTube.
I love Dutch.com desperately. Hashtag not an ad.
But what
but
if you just
good
like
experience?
What if you just
so far?
like put that out in the universe and they become a sponsor of our podcast?
Well, you never know.
You never know.
And I love the Netflix series A Gambler and His Boys, America's Team.
America's Team, A Gambler and His Boys.
Highly recommended.
Very,
I
very good.
Thoroughly enjoyed that. So go out there and check it out. And I am sure we will podcast again real soon. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good. Have a good sandwich.